Hey, Max here, and I want to talk about Toby Emmerich and the Discovery merger. Why do I want to talk about this specific topic? Because regardless of the Snyderverse continue or not, this is the one that there's the most opinions on. Now, before I have actually done research on this topic. I looked up Hamada and Emmerich, and I believe in 2021 that Hamada got an extension, but Emmerich did not. And then I saw Nicotina. Shout out to Nicotina. I like everyone, and I'm going to talk about Mikey and Syl. I cover everything because this is the one that people and Ryan Zieverfett said Emmerich's staying. Emmerich's staying. He's not going anywhere. And then that came out. Now, does he's going to fulfill his contract mean he's not going anywhere? No, I don't think so. But there is a lot of, I've got to do even more research on this topic about Emmerich. And did he actually get a renewal contract? We do know he floated his resume out to Netflix. Even Grace Randolph reported on it. And then there's also reports from Syl. I don't know if I heard Mikey, but Syl said it's a known thing that Zaslav has been interviewing people that may fit a position similar to Emmerich. Now, use your heads, everyone. Use your heads. If you're going to replace someone like that, it's, in my opinion, to do it organically would be to phase out and put the new person in. But if he actually did get an extension, that does put a slight wrinkle into it. I saw one article, I don't remember which article it was, that someone was tweeting out the other day that said he got a multi-year extension, but it was in 2021. That could just mean 2021 and 2022, and it still could mean that his contract is at the end of this year. Which, guess what? It's April 9th. There's only 8 months left. So that doesn't mean a whole lot. Or it could just go in a little bit into 2023. And that's where the projects were pushed when DC delayed their movies. Half their slate got pushed to 2023. When there's not a lot of activity, there's not really a need to forcibly replace these people. Now, my speculation is I don't see Emmerich getting another extension. I just don't see it. I would be shocked. If I'm wrong, I will admit it. I will take that L. And I guess what? If he does get an extension, I do think it's an L for everyone. I don't think he does a great job. I think it's fair to criticize all his decisions, and he's very biased and very Hollywood elite. He won't admit he's wrong. He won't admit he's wrong. A good leader admits when they're wrong and adapts. So I want to watch the latest Paper Cuts episode with Syl because the title of this, and I'm going to title this, I'm going to clickbait the shit out of this. Says, is Syl and Mikey Sutton of Geekosity wrong about Toby Emmerich? I'm going to clickbait the shit out of it because I cover everything. And I don't care, and don't take it too personally all across the board, because this is something that you can track if you're critics of, be nice critics of Syl and Mikey. I know you like to go a little hot, but this is something that you could track and say, you're wrong. This is like the two big ones, is the Snyderverse continuing, Zach coming back, and Emmerich out. They also, I believe, I will have to do different reaction. I believe that they think that Hamada's on his way out. I think Hamada is the farthest, the most far-fetched for me personally. I think everything's possible. I just don't see it. And I do think there is a way to continue with Hamada and Ray Fisher and bring him back too. You just got to handle it. You just got to handle shit, which Warner Brothers hasn't been doing. Hopefully, Zaslav, that's a change. They need to handle shit. So let's get to this Paper Cuts episode. Link in the description below. I did thumbs it up already. I did not watch it. And I believe he 338. Thank you, Syl. 338. The report. All right, I'll go a little bit. I'll go at 3 just to see what Syl says before it, and we'll react.
Are concerned when he hasn't even touched Warner Bros. Pictures yet at all. Yet he's not in the building.
Yeah.
To do that. But there's reports that he's been interviewing like Mary Parent, my personal pick, to take over. Peter Rice from Disney.
Oh, no, I'd heard Syl said this before. I might have to reach out to see and say, where did you hear these reports that you've been interviewing, like the Disney exec? Because that's, if he is interviewing those people, that's very plausible. He might be looking for a replacement to ease in. They're not very actively developing new projects right now. They're just fulfilling projects that were already greenlit. So you don't need, if Zaslav is going to replace Emmerich and Hamada, there's not a need to replace them right now, except the redundancies like Kalar and Cernoff. And they're already out. They were redundant now that Discovery. So the first thing, in my opinion, that you would do is get rid of the redundancies. We have a position that's very similar like that. And then if you are going to replace them, ease them into it. Especially until you have a lot of new projects to announce. And, don't think everything starts on day one, the day you hear about it. Things happen behind the scenes. Someone could be fulfilling the end of their contract where someone else, not announced yet, could be starting theirs and working on it before you hear about it. Not everything happens the day you hear about it. Stuff's always in motion. Stuff's always evolving. It's fluid. Things change in this industry. So I think it's very possible that if there is a replacement, but I want to hear why they're so confident, why Syl is so confident to say his time is running out. I want to hear that, because you know what? Even though I'm not convinced yet, that is what I want. And I think even critics of Mikey and Syl, that's what they want too. So I want to hear what they have to say in Mikey's. Oh, go. There's Callie in the cellar. All right.
Emma Watts, she was formerly with Paramount. Scott Stuber from Netflix is getting some buzz now to take over the studio czar role. With all that said, Mikey, I keep seeing on social media that Toby Emmerich's safe.
Yes. This is why I want to react to this.
Well. I have come here to say this. Just because something is...
I do have to say, Mikey, I don't appreciate your imitation of Grace, and you always... what's the saying that he say? You always lose with Grace? Damn you, Mikey. I got to talk to you about this Grace disrespect. Well. So, yeah, spill the beans, Mikey Sutton. I want to hear this shit. Because, yes, this is one of the things the critics of these two say the most about it. So let's hear what they say. And be respectful in the comments below, but you could disagree with Mikey and Syl. Just be respectful. They are very confident in what they're saying in their reports. So
there doesn't mean it's not gone. And I mentioned before, so on previous shows with you, I said it's not going to happen immediately. And then a few months later, the article came out where there's the grace period, and Deadline updated their article and said that safe for now. Didn't say safe. It's safe for now.
mm-hmm.
Because he hasn't touched Warner's at all yet. In fact, he's quoted today that he wants to assess these companies. That's the 100-day plan. But
yeah.
Good.
So I talked to my insider. I've been talking to Discovery people. Anyway, the past couple of days, which is why these scoops are getting better and better, I think. And I said, what's the status on Toby? Okay, a couple of things. It's a complicated matter. It's not like a. But let's get straight to the point. He's gone. Okay, he is gone.
Oh wow! See, listen, I'm not putting myself out there like that. Mikey just said from a source, he's gone. I'm not telling you to believe him. I'm not telling you to believe him, but he's putting himself out there. He's saying it on video that you could track this stuff. You don't have to be disrespectful to the dude. You could just say, hey, you were saying on April 9th, 2022 that he is gone according to a source. What happened, Mikey? If he stick around, if he gets an extension. This is something that you critics of Syl and Mikey can easily fact check. Now, Syl says his channel's the receipts. That's gives you open to criticize him. Just be respectful about it. See how they handle this if they're wrong. Okay, I want to hear this.
He will not be around. But what are the plans, though? Okay. There are a couple of ways that Zaslav, look, I'm using his name now, can do.
Oh,
this.
wow, he said his name.
Number one is to wait for Toby's contract to run out, which I believe is the end of this year, right?
Very end of the year.
Yeah.
And that way, so it's not really a firing. It's just
yeah. That's the end of 2022. We're talking about 8 months. Why would you need to forcibly remove him before a contract's expiring? Now, if Emmerich's contract is beyond 2022, that's a different story. But the one article I saw, are we really saying 8 months is like, whoa, he's not going anywhere? 8 months? Really? That's nothing. 8 months. So you don't need to remove him if it's 8 months.
it's not a rehiring.
Right.
Give him time to find employment because you gotta respect the guy whether you like him or not. But that's Zaslav. He probably won't give a shit. So,
You don't think
he doesn't give a shit. Now there is. I've heard rumors of them not wanting to pay the severance pay if they fire him. I haven't heard anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Syl shook his head on that. Why did Syl shake? Why did you shake your head, Syl? I mean, that could be a factor too. You want to fulfill their contract. You don't want to, I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. We'll see.
On that at all. But I'm just throwing it out there just to let you guys know I have heard it, but I haven't heard that it's for real. I have that's
especially with the merger has it built in for $3 billion in synergies.
Yeah,
that's the cover of severances, y'all.
So yeah. So
I don't buy that one.
Well, I disagree. So yeah, if it's to cover severances and someone's contract's expiring, why do it? Why pay a severance package if you could just wait out 8 months? Why give him any extra? Why do a big severance package when you could just say, sit there in the corner, Toby, sit in the corner, fulfill your contract. Oh yeah, Toby, we'll get to what you wanted. Why? Even if you, so I disagree with Syl there. Like if they have these funds to handle severance packages, use it for the ones that are longer contracts, not that are expiring soon. What's the point of that?
That's probably why I haven't got any confirmation on that at all whatsoever. What I'm hearing, guys, this is the real story of why he's not being fired right away. Lava Man is still trying to find his way through the door. Like he's there, but he needs to know how everything works and everything. He needs somebody to help guide a transitional period. So especially the motion picture department, which Toby doesn't have experience with motion pictures. However, that's the most important thing on his mind, though, is that.
That's his crown jewel of this merger.
And Toby knows he's gone. Okay, he knows he's gone. He's known he's been gone for a while now. But the main thing still is that Zaslav hasn't decided yet on who's going to replace him. Okay, the list of people. If there's more
now that is possible. If you believe that he's got a source that says he's interviewing people, you want to make sure you get it right. There's no messing around anymore. We'll see. It's not that long. We're going to find out. I mean, we'll find out by the end of the year if he gets an extension or if he gets replaced. It's not that difficult. I could wait 8 months to see if Toby Emmerich's gone. Really? It's like I can't wait for those 8 months to get here to see. Not a big deal. Easy in 8 months. I'm sorry. I love you, Ryan Zeverfet, but 8 months ain't shit. 8 months ain't shit. Just wait it out. Don't give him a severance package. Just let him wait it out and ignore the ass. Leave him in the corner. Do you see him making a lot of decisions right now? I don't see him making a lot of decisions. What's the point? If you are, but then if he gets an extension, I will gladly take the. Well, no, I won't gladly. I will begrudgingly take the L if that happens. I don't see it. Maybe Toby Emmerich. Should I do clickbait shit? Toby Emmerich contract extension or done. Which is it? Talking about 8 months here, everyone. Everyone wants to be super critical of the other side, but we're talking about, as far as I know, we're talking about 8 months here.
More than that, so apparently, I don't know who else is on it, but apparently it's more than that. However, it's a members exclusive. Insider is telling me that Emma Watts has the best shot.
Emma
wow.
Watts.
Oh, wow.
Let me
Zaslav likes her a lot. Also,
it'd be very progressive, especially since DC projects, it's not to be just DC. It would be very good press to hire a woman executive to replace Toby, and it also gives the illusion that Toby is doing his part for progress in the industry as well. Well, I've liked what I've done here. This is how you don't get fired in Hollywood. You get golden parachutes, and you get celebrated on your way out, unless you're Harvey Weinstein. So like, I'm very happy what I've done here at WB. I'm excited for someone else to get an opportunity. Here you go. And then that's good press all around, especially if that's the Emma Watts is the executive from Disney. That's also good. You would really want to, if you have someone that was a good position at Disney, you want to hold on to that person for sure. Those connections, because that's the competition. So I see that very likely. But I will follow these developments of this very closely. And I think it's very possible. I'm not holding my breath though.
a lot of the insiders have been saying that he talks about her quite a bit.
Oh.
When you talk about someone more than anybody else,
Thank you for watching this episode of Paper Cut.
No problem, Syl. Anytime. Actually, probably more often I will, because it's easy content for me, and I think it's fun, and I don't get to listen. Why do I do this with my friends? Because I have a weird schedule. It's easier to collaborate in a weird way, and it's easy for me, and it's fun. And I like to react to videos with you, viewers. So remember to smash the hell of the like button. More videos to come, including more single videos with me, maybe with one other panelist for great topics. And I am working on a new series, News to the Max, to highlight great news in movies, music, and entertainment. And I'm going to film it right after this. So make sure to support that series as well. I'll see you later. Bye.